Welcome to the home of the Utah Utes, Rice-Eccles Stadium in Salt Lake City. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the Utah Utes. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Rebels will kick it away to start. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Offense in a bunch formation. On the run, it's Parker. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
That's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. To the air. It's Dampier. Caught close to the marker. It's Davis. Turning it on. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. The Utes are moving quickly down the field. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
On the run, it's Parker. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on 3rd down that this running back's going to get it again. He got it on 1st, had a nice carry, got it on 2nd. Now he set him up in 3rd and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards. And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. It's complete to the left. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They're setting the tone on this opening drive. 10th play coming here on 3rd and short. And he's going to go backwards, and they force a 4th down. What a play by this defensive front.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got it, 1st down and more. That'll be enough for a 1st down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
Oh, and he finds his slot receiver on that 4th down throw. And I'll tell you, this guy is not the biggest receiver in college football, but he does such a good job working the middle of the field. He's just able to get open and read coverage. Every quarterback loves having a slot receiver like that.
He rolls all the way down the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Utah!
That's so frustrating for the opposing offense, too, because you're just salivating. You're just waiting for an opportunity to get on the field. The offense possessed it the entire first quarter and then capped it off with a touchdown. That was amazing.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Fielded in the end zone. It's Ray. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Pulls it in. It's Wallace. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Back to pass on second down. He's going to run it. Got the first himself. And he slides down and gets just enough to move those chains. And the Rebels want to pick up the tempo.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarter.
Oh, he's going to be brought down. A huge loss on the play. We've reached a break. It's Utah holding the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. First play of the period will be a second down. Fires to the big fella. Bounced off his feet. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more...
Going deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on third down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete. All that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. That's a better starting point this time. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection.
Great job by the defense taking away the quarterback's primary target on that play and forcing the incompletion.
They couldn't connect on second down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking for a man. It's Dampier. That's caught. It's Parker. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
This defense really does a nice job playing with their eyes and pursuing the ball. They took away all of the quarterback's options down the field. When he finally checked it down, they rallied to him, made the tackle, now setting up fourth.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Snagged in the middle, it's Davis. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The metrics tell you so often, go ahead, go for it on fourth down, and it pays off there.
And that just shows you the head coach's confidence in his quarterback to go out on a critical fourth down and execute.
Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
And the Utes are rolling down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them they'll get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Offense gets set for second down. From the gun, the running back has it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Back to pass, it's Dampier. And they fail to hook up on third down.
Well, third and short, I think the offense was probably expecting blitz. That's why they dialed up the screen, but it did not fool the defense. Great job defending the screen, setting up fourth.
The Utes looking to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's caught! Touchdown, Utes!
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Running to Green. Across the 45-yard line, mark it out of bounds at the 46. The Rebels want to move quickly. To the air on first down. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the second quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. Wants to go up top on first down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. And the Rebels will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. Got it in the middle, it's right. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Caught behind the line. It's Lacy. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab on the left. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And here comes money down for this offense. 3rd down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the 1st half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the 1st half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the 2nd half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. Here he comes with the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Waning seconds of the 1st half, let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Sends it downfield. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And the Utes will kick it away to crank up the 2nd half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They start this 3rd quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the 1st half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
He'll try to do it himself. 1st down and more. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. The Rebels in the hurry-up.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
This is why Rice-Eccles is one of the toughest places to play in all the country. Try to get your 3rd down conversion in the midst of this. He makes the catch. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. From the red zone, looking for a space. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line. be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Second down, they'll go to the air. Moves around to clear up the vision. Had it in his hands for the score. Now let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football. And you saw that there on the incompletion.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Rebels!
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the third. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. And the returner will be brought down. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. Fires to the tight end.
And we haven't called his name a lot, and I think this offense, they need to find a way to continue to manufacture touches for the big tight end. And I don't care how you do it. I don't care where you line him up. He's that good, and if I'm this offense, I'm going to find him more often.
And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
I'll tell you, this running back, he's running behind an offensive line that is playing in unison right now, doing a great job communicating pre-snap. They're getting hats on hats in the run game.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Direct snap. Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Well, right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back, and I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
They've been running it, but now the pass. Caught over the middle. It's Parker. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Defense trying to come up with a stop on third and short from the 37. Wants to throw. It's Dampier. Grabbed in the middle. It's Simmons. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. The Utes will snap it on first and 10. The give to the tailback. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, second and 7.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And the Utes have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Utah! And that one will give them the lead.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on first down. On the run, still looking. Rolling, throwing, looking right.
And at this point in the game, you just can't say enough about how good the defense has been covering this guy. Coming into the game, they knew he was the critical factor for this offense with his skill set, but they have really been able to shut him down. They force another incompletion down the field looking his way. To me, that's one of the biggest reasons why they're winning this game.
Trying to make magic with his feet. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Looking to throw on first down. There's the pressure. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
Man, these are killers, right? Late in the game, in the fourth quarter, you're getting to the quarterback, but he does such a great job scrambling around. When you do this, you get extra first downs. You start to wear those defensive linemen out. So late in the game, this could...
He'll take a deep shot here. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it. But we got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback. And again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Lacey. He get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
And because of the success this quarterback has had early in this game running the football, if I'm the coordinator calling plays, I'm dialing up his number more. Design runs, and also telling him on the sidelines, hey, listen, remember, if it's not open, take off. Just go get it yourself.
Oh, he's got some space. And finally, a little production in the passing game. That has been sorely lacking in this one. Really good patience and recognition. And how about the tight end just finding the hole and settling and waiting until the quarterback saw it?
And the play completely changes. Once my QB gets outside the pocket, I got to see it, and I got to start working.
Looking for the end zone. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You could tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the fourth. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. He'll bring it out. It's Green. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to throw, it's Dampier. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Going to take a shot. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Utes are in the hurry-up. On 4th down, looking to pass. Fires to the right. Makes the grab in Simmons. And he's got enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 34. The clock stops. 2 minutes left to play in this one. And the Utes have it with a 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
And you got to bang a timeout right here. You've got 2 left. After running the football, save as many seconds as you can to give yourself an opportunity to come back and win this game.
The Utes now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Gray. And this one will be stopped for no gain. So he'll help the completion percentage, but not the yardage. Stopped for no gain.
And he got it to his running back, obviously making a good decision, but nice tackle on the play. Way to get the running back on the ground and not give the extra yards after the catch.
It'll be 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Dampier. Trying to burn this defensive back. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Give to the back. There he goes. And he's got enough for the 1st down. It'll be at the 35. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Looking to throw on 1st down. Trying to escape and get it himself. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. The right play here is try to win it in regulation. Don't be too conservative. To the air on 1st down. Quarterback now breaking the field. Makes the catch. It's Wallace. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Late hit on the quarterback gives this offense a free 1st down and some yardage. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. They're looking to pass from the red zone. And he'll make the grab along the sideline, but he's not able to get to the 1st down marker.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
From the shotgun, the inside give. Touchdown, Rebels! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
Man, what a great job with the execution in a moment where you had to have it. You score the touchdown, you take the lead. There's less than a minute to go in this game. All your defense has to do now is get a stop and you win.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. To the air, it's Dampier. Under fire. Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory.
Well, they're running 4 verticals down the field, and the quarterback's just hoping one of those matchups can win, but you got to give the defense credit. They were ready for it on the back end, and that is a massive interception late in this game with the score so close.
Huge interception. The 2-minute drill a lot of times decides the football game,
and he gets it into the end zone for a touchdown, a gut punch to this defense, and probably a knockout punch. Oh, they're faking it. The holder's going to try to throw it. He's got him wrapped up, and they get him down. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he's coming out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Wants to go up top on first down. Right down the middle. On target to the left. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. So much for the tough field position. One play and you're already to the 35. Looking downfield on first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.